this is a big one. This one been big in recent news. And a lot of people got different thoughts on it, right? So the U.S. Navy offers more than $100K in bonuses loan repayment for future sellers and prior service members. If you're interested in joining the U.S. Navy, you could be eligible for more than $100,000 up front. The Navy recently announced that it has increased its enlistment bonus and loan repayment amounts. Future sellers and prior service members are now eligible for enlistment bonuses and loan repayment up to $115,000. According to the Navy Recruiting Command, those choosing to enlist could get up to a $50,000 sign-on bonus and end up to $65,000 in loan forgiveness. To qualify for the bonuses, future sellers and prior service members must be able to leave for training by September 30th, 2022. Navy and other service vets must enter active duty and pay grades E4 or below, meet specific bonus eligibility, and not have received a bonus in their first enlistment. Navy veterans must have had their last tour of active duty or active duty for training in a U.S. Navy or Navy Reserve and have been discharged or released for more than 24 hours. They must have also completed 12 consecutive weeks of active duty or active duty for training. For other service vets like Army, Air Force, Space Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, it's the same requirement. Additionally, high school seniors who enter the delayed entry program by October 31st, 2022, and graduate from high school prior to shipping in July 2023 can receive up to $10,000. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, my thoughts is this, man. When is something going to come out to give me some cheese, man? That says, you know what, keep me in the Navy. I'm going to give you $65,000 to stay in to 31 years or something, or whatever, 20, to stay in the 27 years. We're going to give you this amount of money. What about the old heads, man?
Y'all staying in anyway. You staying in? Yeah, y'all staying in anyway.
Man, I got to go, bro.
Y'all staying in anyway.
But first off, man, back to this though, man. I'm going to tell you this quick story because when this first came out, I hit this sailor up, man. And they've been out the Navy a couple years now, maybe a year or two. And I said, hey, man, this probably be a good opportunity, you know, if you want to come back in the Navy. And this sailor said, man, they'll rather walk on glass barefooted, man.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not is that popular. To me personally, I'm thinking like, man, if I didn't ran up some debt, you know, on schools or whatever the case may be, this would be a great opportunity, you know, to come back in and get a little bit of money. But I don't know, man. It's another one of those recruiting, you know, things where we trying to get these sailors in, man, because we can't keep them in and we can't recruit them. So we try to do everything we can do to try to get sailors in, man.
I say this, man, for my vet homies that been out or whatever, and y'all looking at that 115,000. Give it another couple months, man. See how high the Navy run it up. You know what I'm saying? See how high the Navy run it up, yo. If they run it up to like 500, they might run it up to 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, look, we just gonna give you $1 billion, like right now, dude. To see how high they run it up. Wait them out, because we gonna need people. Like, no, so that's me joking, right? I got a couple thoughts about this though. One of the thoughts is like, I hear people saying that whole like, well, what about me type, you know, thing or whatever. Like, you know,
me.
You know,
yeah.
I hear that, and you know, but it's like, yo, they got your ass already. You know, you in here. You know what I mean? But another thing, and yo, so I'm gonna let everybody know right now, all my thoughts on this are jokes. Like, I don't have nothing serious about this shit at all, right? Because I really don't care about certain stuff. But what I will say is this: imagine being that like E5, E4, newly, you know, E4 vet who might have been in a while ago before COVID. You know, you didn't dip, you came back, you come back, you $115,000 up. You know, who the first person? You gonna run into that COVID E4, E5 in the parking lot. You know, it's gonna be some problems, bro. It's gonna be some problems. It's gonna be some problems. That dude that ain't, you know, the dude or the lady that ain't go on the deployment where they got to touch the damn land. They about to see your fortunate rich ass with 115 G's and your brand new whatever it is you driving. Like, yo, you ain't putting that work, man. Like, you might get jacked in that parking lot, bro. Late night. Late night. Like, yo, you getting jacked. So now you got that to kind of leverage, like the ones who've been like, yo, we was in here, like you wasn't with us shooting at the gym. How the hell you get 115K? We done been through rhyming. We done been through all this stuff. Now you coming in getting 115K? Like, no. You know what I'm saying?
Boss.
Another point you made is even the 115K ain't really, a lot of people I know, they not even like perking their ears up to that.
Mm-hmm.
The only people I hear reacting is like people in the Navy, like, when y'all gonna give us money? That's the most, but like, ain't none of the vets I know even like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's, we need to figure something out. We need to figure out something. And it might not have nothing to do with getting people in. It might have something to do with what we doing for our people when we do get them in. You know what I'm saying? And how that's translating outside. We didn't came out with Top Gun 2. We didn't came out with the Purple Hearts movie or whatever that we got to watch and review or whatever. We doing things. The recruiting tactics are there. There's a couple more Navy movies about to come out. But it's like, yo, what's happening for the social media, these news outlets and stuff like that? It's a lot easier for disgruntled sellers to get like their thoughts off, right? Whether that be Reddit, wherever. Like, and that's trickling out now to civilians, So civilians, I read posts and where you see a civilian like, damn, I ain't know I was like that. Damn, I ain't know. That travels, So they like, man, the military, boom, somebody like, oh man, they giving away 10,000, and they like, well, it ain't gonna be worth that 10,000 when you get there and you look at they going right to Facebook showing them like that tray of food that got rotten eggs on it. Like, yo, like why would you ever, do this? You could do this or whatever like that. So it's like, it's hard, man. It's hard. But again, and I'm not one of them people that look at the money though as like, how come, can y'all give me? I would love to get 115. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no incentive there. Like, yo, just throw me that 115. Let me see what I could do with it. Yeah. Let's like put some of that money into the podcast. Let's see what we could do with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, hopefully we do get people in because we need them. We need them. But I think we still got to talk more about, I think as a country, we got to talk more about the state that we're in worldwide, And like we really got to talk to. I was listening to a podcast and like the people were like, they talk about the defense budget and they was like, well, who are we at war with? And I'm like, damn, like Americans really don't know how this shit is for real. Like how close we could be to being at war, and not even we could be, how close we are. Like I said, we don't talk about that too much. We don't hoot and holler about that type of stuff. But yo, we not too far away from war.
Yeah.
I remember talking. I talked about it on the pod. I remember talking to my sellers about it, and they got crazy. I remember I was in a leadership training course, and I might have talked about this, but I was in a leadership training course, and one of the chiefs in the training course was like, "We need to figure out." He's like, our focus, whatever he said, like, but he's like, our focus is war with China. Like he was like, our focus is he says it was something jokingly, but he was like, we trying to figure out how to kill China or whatever he said. And the instructors were like, they kind of paused the class and they talked to him or something. I think he told me, but it was more, it's like, yo, like you can't talk like that. Like we might like offend like Chinese people or whatever. And I got Chinese friends. I got friends that's Chinese and stuff like that. But he's like, I'm just telling the truth. Like we're preparing for a war with China. Like it's not like this shouldn't be something that's taboo to say. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what he was kind of, getting at. So, I mean, I think like we need to start letting Americans know and understand that part of things too. You know what I'm saying? So we bringing people in, like we asking people to join, like, what you joining for? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man. I mean, that's that's kind of like most definitely the political side of it, man. And people don't understand and people don't realize. But we are, man. Like you hit it on the head, though, man. We are there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we talking about like tomorrow, some can jump off. People think, okay, if something happens, it's gonna be no. Tomorrow, something can go out. I don't know what country. It's several countries out there. You know what I mean? Trust me, man. I know the America hit it too. We still airstriking motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like right now.
What'd you say?
You know, we still airstriking people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Doing airstrikes and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now we still doing that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so this stuff is like, it's real, man. It's very real.
Yeah.
Very real.
Yeah. So when I think about that, when I think about like us just telling random Americans like, hey, we're going to give you this amount of money, or telling vets, we're going to give you this. You know, some people's like worst life experience was the experience. Some people greatest life experience was the experience they had in the military, but some people had some of their worst life experiences in the military. Some people left a safe, sound neighborhood at home, came in the military and got sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a whole lot to like take in. You know, that's a whole lot. Some people never dealt with a racial experience, came in the military, might have dealt with that. Some people never dealt with ever, you know, a lot of shit and came in the military, dealt with that. Like some people was never suicidal, came in the military and became suicidal. So some like that 115, like, come on, you don't know what kind of trauma somebody was dealing with, why they got the hell up out of this thing, man. And like you said, we might be able to strengthen our forces if we do, like on a serious note, if we did offer some stuff to the people that's in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like me, like, I mean, we giving away 115K. Like, I don't have an office. You know what I mean? Like, throw me some of that. Give me an office. You know, I walked into this first class, man. Shout out to Boats Hardy, actually. I walked in a Boats Hardy office to inspect his program. Here I go, big bad senior chief inspector walking into the BM1's office. Man, that thing could fit 5 of my cubicles in it, man. Like 5. I'm looking around. He got the couch on the side. He like, yo, senior, pull up a chair. Yeah, he's like, senior, you just pull up a chair right here. I'm like, what? Like, what are you? You know? He was like, you know, I'm Charlie's LPO. And I'm like, yo, LPO get you this type of office, Rob? LPO, that's it.
Go ahead, Bose. Go ahead now, Bose. Big shots out, Bose. Big shots out.
On the deck plates, man. Like, and I ain't get no damn office. My RP1, I walked in his joint. He moved now, but I remember going to his joint. Half the size of Boat's joint. Still trumps my cubicle. And compare, you know what they damn gave me recently for my cubicle? Privacy shades.
Ain't nobody walking behind you, bro.
It's like a privacy hood that you put on top of your cubicle or whatever.
Oh shit!
And, you know, and I was super appreciative, man. You know, when I first moved in. You know, if you go back on my Instagram, you can see I was super appreciative to have a cubicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, things can change. You know, things can change, man. Things can change, man. Where's my office? I'm going to go through my whole career without ever having a proper office? It's crazy, man. You got an office? You ever had an office, Damon?
I had an office actually, man, on the Nimitz, man. I had a little spot, man, when I was on the Nimitz on the ship.
Was it an office though?
As an LP, yeah. Well, it was made into an office, but like
it wasn't like no tool issue type office though, right? Remember how small tool issue was?
No. It would no. It wouldn't.
Your joint was big. Yours was bigger than that. How many years ago was that? How many years ago was that? About 15?
Yeah, man.
Right. Yours was bigger than what I had a couple years ago. You know, my biggest office was a 4-man. Me as an LPO, I got to look over at my Divo and my 2 damn Chiefs every day. You know?
Yeah,
every time we all in there, it's a meeting, a divisional meeting.
That's
hey,
it.
well,
No
you got everybody in here. Let's just go over the 3M boards for the week. You know,
you most definitely ain't gonna pop on the, you know what I'm saying, no show.
Imagine the vibes when the division was under investigation. Imagine how the vibes was in that office. Like, they got no damn office, man.
Nobody talking. Nobody.
They got 115K. Give it to us, man. We can make commands better. Give it to our MWRs. You know what I'm saying? I wish my mess had it going through the season. Give me some of that. All we need is about $5 grand. Give me $5. Give me a little piece of that. You know what I mean?
That's it, bro.
A little piece, man.